Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. Super Bowl Sunday Major number 7, our annual major, unofficially kicking off the second half of the PJBT season here at 222 Dutch, right where we start off the season. We are down to the final 6. Qualifying first in scratch at plus 322, Brandon Updike. Second, Dawson Miller at plus 300. Trevor Courtney, third at 290. Zach Trimmer, also at 290, but he's fourth. Darren Zombro Triple I at 288. And I'm not actually sure who's sixth. There might have been a change. We'll find out shortly. In handicap, your leader at plus 358, Andrew Barron. Aiden Pope, plus 351. Emma Fetterman, plus 167. Ayla Harris, plus 166. Derek Warfel, plus 145. And Austin Howard at plus 115. All right, so as always on Super Bowl Sunday, we do the finals just like we're in the NFL playoffs. Seeds 1 and 2 get a bye through the first game. 3 bowls 6, 4 bowls 5. Handicap will be on 3 and 4. Scratch will be on 5 and 6. They will flip-flop after game 1. The lowest seed remaining will take on the top seed, and the other seed will take on the second seed. In game 2, actually, I said that wrong. My apologies. Scratch will be on 3 and 4 for game 1. They will flip-flop to 5 and 6 for game 2, and then move back to 3 and 4 for the finals. And as always, for our majors, we put gold pins in and give it a fresh shot. Today's pattern was PJBT pattern number 6. Pattern number 6. And yes, it must have played a little bit on the easy side for a major because scores were pretty high. I mean, if Darren Zombro scored high. I only chose his name because his dad is sitting right to my left. If he scored higher, well, it must be pretty easy. Actually, if we're going to say anything, if the person who's leading is the leader, we only say those things because we love. So, of course, the question of the day on YouTube is going to be who you got in the Super Bowl. Give me the name and the score. I will give you my prediction at the end. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know my prediction. If you don't follow me on Facebook, why the heck aren't you following me on Facebook?
Say Kansas City, 28-24.
That's pretty close to what I got.
I didn't see what you put down.
Pretty close. I also listed a number of prop plays that I like.
Nah. Check it out.
All right, looks like we are just about ready to go. Are you ready, Matthew? Take her away.
Okay, bowling fans, good afternoon and welcome to 222 Dutch Lanes for the finals of Major number 7 for the PJBT, our annual Super Bowl Sunday Major Finals. Today's major format being it's the Super Bowl today is an NFL bracket final. Our first round will be seeds 3 and 6 bowling in a match and 4 and 5 bowling in a match. The winner of those matches will advance to take on seeds 1 and 2 in a semifinal match. The winner of those semifinal matches will then bowl each other for the title. Okay? Time to introduce our 6 finalists in each division. Starting in the scratch division, our number 6 seed from Lancaster, PA, Jordan Taylor.
Jordan Taylor, your number 6 seed.
Competing in the first round, our number 5 seed from Lebanon, PA, Darren Zombro III.
Darren Zombro III, your number 5 seed.
Also competing in the first round, our number 4 seed from Lebanon, PA, Zachary Trimmer.
Zach Trimmer from Lebanon, your number 4 seed.
Also competing in the first round, our number 3 seed from Blue Ball, PA, Trevor Courtney.
Trevor Courtney, your number 3 seed. We've seen a lot of Trevor recently.
And our top 2 bowlers getting a first round bye, our number 2 seed from Huntingtown, Maryland, Dawson Miller.
Your number 2 seed, Dawson Miller. Haven't seen him in a while.
And our tournament leader at plus 322 for 9 games from York, PA, Brandon Updike.
Brandon Updike, your number 1 seed.
Scratch finalist for today's major. Okay, now it is time to introduce our six handicap finalists. Our number 6 seed from Mannheim, PA, Austin Howard.
Austin Howard, your number 6 seed in handicap.
Our number 5 seed competing in the first round from Willow Street, PA, Derek Warfel.
Derek Warfel, your number 5 seed.
Our number 4 seed also competing in the first round from Claymont, Delaware, Ayla Harris.
First of 2 girls, Ayla Harris, your number 4
And also
seed.
competing in the first round, our number 3 seed from Sunbury, PA, Emma Fetterman.
Emma Fetterman, your number 3 seed.
And our 2 bowlers getting a first round bye, our number 2 seed from Elizabethtown, PA, Aiden Pope.
Aiden Pope, your
And
number
our
2 seed.
tournament leader at plus 358 for 9 games from Freeland, PA, Andrew Barron.
Andrew Barron, your
Fans,
number
let's give a nice
1
hand for our
seed.
6 handicap finalists.
All right. Have a good one, Josh. You want to give us a prediction?
All right, bowling fans,
Before
we're
you
gonna
leave?
begin Game number 1 of
Not
our
on the bowling, on
round
the
3,
football
6,
game.
4, 5 shootout.
Josh shrugs his shoulders when I ask him for a prediction. He did tell me earlier. I believe he said the Marlins 4-1 over the Mariners, right? Yeah. Okay.
That's the only one I have confidence in. If I got to pick one, if you're forcing me to pick, I'll take the Chiefs.
He says the Chiefs. Apparently,
I'll find out at 1 o'clock.
you'll find out at 1 o'clock in the morning when you. All right, so the bowlers are warming up. Don't forget, we are back on a fresh pattern. Let's see which one of our finalists did pretty good on fresh. Of the bowlers that are bowling right now, let's see. Trevor started out with 204. Zach started out with 248. Darren started out with 242. Jordan started out with 204. So all the scratch bowlers shot over 200. Handicap. Emma shot 245, 251 with her handicap. Ayla shot 167, 208 with her handicap. Derek shot 228, 237 with his handicap. Austin shot 174, 183 with his handicap. So yes, if you would like to look up the pattern, just go to the PJBT webpage, www.pjbtbowlingseries.com, and you will see a link in there for the bank of patterns that we are using for our majors. Today's pattern was pattern number 6.
I thought it was supposed to be pattern 7 today when I looked on the schedule.
I only go by what they tell me.
Yeah, because this morning I looked at the schedule and I looked up.
It's major number 7. Doesn't mean we use pattern number 7. Let's see if I can pull up pattern number 6 quick. Yeah, you can't go by that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Have you learned that now?
No kidding. That was major 7. Uh-oh. We have an error. We have an error.
An error has been detected. Dum dum dum. Let's see here. Pattern number 6. 43 feet, 2.5 to 1. $27 mils. Flat from 11 to 11. Certainly easier than the Fatstacular pattern.
Yeah.
That over-under pile of Kadooey.
I mean, that pattern started off easy. See it?
All right, once again, our live stream message board is operational should you wish to chime in. Question of the day, who you got in the Super Bowl? Let me know who you got. Let me know what the score is. So in this match, it looks as if Emma is giving Austin 3 pins, and Derek is giving Ayla 32 pins. So Emma will be taking on Austin. Ayla will be taking on Derek in the scratch. Trevor takes on Jordan, and Zach takes on Darren. For those of you who may be bowling out in the adult junior at Midway next week, don't forget, if you sign up before midnight tonight on the PJBT website, put down a deposit, you get a discount. So if you know you're bowling, get your deposit in before midnight tonight at www.pjbtbowlingseries.com. You can always check out our Facebook page for everything PJBT. Search PJBT Bowling Series on Facebook. And if this is your first time on YouTube, welcome. Where have you been? If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button in the upper right-hand portion of the screen. If you have your notifications turned on, you'll be notified each and every time we go live. Do you have your notifications turned on?
Yes.
Good. Did you get a notification?
I got a couple. Right there they are.
Excellent.
I got 2 of them.
Because you got the test notification. All right, looks like we are just about ready. Hand it off, Matthew.
Okay, bowling fans, it's time to begin our quarterfinal matches. On the scratch side, we have number 3 seed Trevor Courtney taking on number 6 seed Jordan Kaler. In the other match, the semifinal round. On the handicap side, we have number 3 seed Emma Fetterman taking on number 6 seed Austin Howard. In that match, the difference in handicap is 3 pins going to Austin. And in the other match, we have number 4 seed Ayla Harris taking on number 5 seed Derek Warfel. Ayla gets the handicap in that match of 32. Okay, bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our quarterfinal matches.
All right. Looks like we're ready to go. Let me get some scoreboards up there for y'all. Trevor starting us off. Doesn't like that start. 1-3-6-7. Emma Fetterman, her first shot. 4-8. Jordan, 10 pin. Trevor gets 3. Solid 9 for Austin. Zach struck. Darren, solid 10. Oh, almost got the messenger. Emma made her spare. Austin made his spare. This is Ayla going on lane 5. She crosses over, leaves a wiggly 10 pin. Derek now up.
No, stay safe.
All right. Joining me in the booth, tournament director Matthew. How you doing today, Matthew?
Hello, everybody. How we doing? Got me on? Yes. Okay.
You're on.
Good deal. Hello, everybody. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to everybody. Our exciting finals here of major number 7. So let's see what we got going on here in the handicap side. Looks like we got Austin Howard and Emma Fetterman taking on each other. They're both looking to start with 2 spares if they convert here. Ayla did not convert her spare, but Derek got a spare to start. And what do we got over there on the scratch side? Looks like an early lead for Jordan Kaler with 2 spares. And then Zach Trimmer's the only bowler starting with a double.
Yeah, they're able to get to the pocket. They're having a little trouble carrying.
Well, pattern number 6 today was our pattern. Score pace was a little bit higher than expected for one of our numbered patterns, but we did see some good bowling today. No honor scores were bowled, but we did have, it was plus 70 after 6 games to make the cut in scratch, I can tell you. So you had to average a little over 211 today to make the first cut.
Four pin for Zach Trimmer. Let's see if Zombro could get his first strike up on the board. Frame number 3. Looked like he moved a little right and gave it a little more room. Sure, he didn't hit where he wanted to. Dad shakes his head no.
By the way, the winner today will become the first winner to ever win on the date on the calendar that's a palindrome. Today's is 02/02/2020. First time it happened, and I'm told, in 900 years. Yes, I know everyone in the world is now thinking that one out. Okay, back to serious notes. Good spare there for Emma Fetterman. As she starts with 3 spares, her opponent, Austin, also starts with 3 spares. And Derek Warfel now up, 2 spares so far. And he gets his first strike with a messenger 10 pin. And a good shot for Ayla Harris. She'll look to convert the 10 pin. What do we got going over there, Jace, on the scratch side?
Well, we got Jordan getting ready to shoot at his 10 pin. Trevor was on a double. He went spare. Zombro made his 210. So he's clean after 3. He trails Trimmer by 12. And Jordan is in front of Trevor by 1. Good shot there by Zach Trimmer. That's his 3rd strike in 4 frames.
And back on the handicap side, we have Emma Fetterman with her first strike of the match. So Austin Howard now up, looking to match her. And he does with a strike. So with his handicap, he is up 1 pin in the match through 4 frames.
And Zombro did not make his 10 pin.
Ayla Harris with her second strike of the match. She came up a little bit light there, but got the bucket to fall. And her opponent, Derek Warfel, comes up a little bit light, leaving the 2-4. So he'll look to convert. Again, this is our quarterfinal round. It's kind of like the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. 3-6 is bowling 4-5. 3-6 is bowling each other right now, and 4-5 are bowling each other. Warfel able to convert his spare to keep himself close in the match. Austin Howard got up, left a 6 pin, so he'll look to convert. Over there on the scratch side, what do we got over there? Looks like Jordan Kaler got a spare.
Jordan's still up by a pin.
Yep.
Zach could extend his lead here to 34 with a strike.
And Emma Fetterman makes a great shot on the handicap side. Makes it a double.
Zombro gets his first strike with a messenger. Looks like he doesn't quite have the read to the pocket that he had.
On the handicap side, Derek Warfel came inside a target on that last shot. Went through the face, leaving the 4-6-7-10, known as the double pinochle. He will look to convert his spare. Meanwhile, his opponent, she hits a pocket light and leaves a 5-7. So both of them have some work to do here in frame number 5. He gets 2, so he'll post 83 on the board. And Ayla gets 1, so with her handicap, she still will maintain a 26-pin lead. 26-pin lead is the difference right now through 5.
Trevor leaves a solid 7. Jordan, 7 count. 2-4-8. So, Trevor momentarily has taken the lead in the match.
Both
By
Emma. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say by a pin. He went from Down 1 to up 1.
And Emma Fetterman and her opponent, Austin Howard, both leaving 10 pins. Emma able to convert. Now Austin will try for his. And that will... Emma has, with her double, has now taken the lead in that match. It'll be a 9-pin lead with a spare here, but Austin did not convert his spare, so 104 in the 6th. 107 with his handicap, so now he'll trail by 20.
Trimmer with a strike. Let's see if Zombro can double to inch a little closer in the match. Can't get that 10 pin out.
Good shot there for Derek Warfel, leaving a 10 pin on lane 5. His opponent, Ayla Harris, leaving a 2 pin. Ayla able to convert to maintain her lead, and Derek will also convert. Waiting in the wings is Brandon Updike and Dawson Miller, our 1 and 2 seeds in scratch. And on the handicap side, it is Andrew Barron and Aiden Pope. Okay. Austin Howard on that last shot just got a 3 count. Meanwhile, Emma Fetterman, the light swisher strike. So she will maintain her lead. I'm not really sure on the handicap side, but I do think that the way Austin is rolling the ball, I believe Austin might have hurt his thumb. I believe he tore his thumb because he just went 3 miss. So...
And he's showing people his thumb.
Yeah, I believe he's showing some kind of injury, so that may affect their result of that match.
Zach Trimmer now with a double. Zombro moved in on that shot and struck.
And on the handicap side, Ayla Harris leaving a 5 pin. Her opponent, Derek Warfel, leaving a 4 pin. They seem to be matching shots for shot, which would be okay in a scratch match. But now Derek missed his spare. Missed the 4 pins, so 111 in the 7th. So now he'll trail by 37. Okay, and it looks like Austin Howard's going to try to just finish out here. Must have a lot of pain in that thumb as he is only able to get a 6 count. It looks like he's not even able to turn the ball right now, so know that's certainly that feeling. His opponent, Emma, just got an 8 count.
Over here on the scratch side, Jordan Taylor just went back-to-back splits while Trevor went spare strike, so...
Am I allowed to switch to 2-hand? Like, I can't...
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
So Trevor opens up a decent-sized lead in that match. Zombro doubles now. He could still shoot 225, so that match isn't quite over yet. Zach Trimmer is on a triple.
And on the handicap side, Derek Wolf, following the open, did get his first strike. So we'll see if he can close in on that match. 7 count for Ayla Harris. We have almost 60 viewers out there already watching this afternoon, so tell your friends to tune in rather than watch the pregame show for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's boring stuff.
Come and watch us here at the PJBT as we have the final results of today's major number 7.
We are starting to get an idea of who the semifinals are going to be, just like in the NFL playoffs. Our top seeds will bowl the lowest remaining seed. The second seed will bowl the highest remaining seeds.
Okay, and on the handicap side, it looks like number 3 seed Emma Fetterman will be advancing due to the little bit of the injury to Austin Howard.
So
As he-
she will be taking on Aiden.
Correct. And the Ayla Harris gets a strike. So we'll see who comes out of that match.
And over on the scratch side, Trevor is going to defeat Jordan. So Trevor, as the 3 seed, he will take on Dawson Miller. So that leaves the winner of the Zombro Zach Trimmer match will take on Brandon Updike. Trevor with the strike in the 10th has officially put that match away. Right now, Trimmer does have a lead. He could strike out for 238. Zombro could strike out for 225. So that match isn't quite over yet. On the handicap side, at the moment, looks like Ayla is going to be moving on. She's getting 32 pins. So she's up by 22 going into the 10th. And Zombro just split in the 10th, so that match is pretty much now been decided.
Yeah, Emma Fetterman, I think, would have won the match probably even if Austin wouldn't have been able
Yes.
to continue, or if wouldn't have had his injury, I should say, because she is very dialed in right now. She's going to look to finish up here with 227 with a strike. So on the scratch side, Trevor Courtney defeats Jordan Kaler 204 to 168. So that'll move Trevor on. Okay. And then we have Zach Trimmer, who will also move on, defeating Darren Zombro III. So our 5 and 6 seeds in scratch do get knocked out in the first round. So we are left with the first 4 that we started with. 226 to 188 is the Trimmer over Zombro result. All right, and then on the handicap side, Emma Fetterman ending with 226, so she gets a 226 to 131 victory over Austin Howard. And then Ayla Harris shoots 149 with her handicap 181, and she will advance over Derek Warfel, who shot 170. Okay. So Harris. All right, so I'll be back. I'll be doing awards in a moment.
right, so we're just about ready to hand out awards.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our quarterfinal matches for today's finals. Finishing in 6th in the scratch division, getting a $40 scholarship certificate and award goes to Jordan Taylor.
Jordan Taylor. Oh, I don't think it's Taylor. Could be.
Our 5th place finisher in the scratch division, getting a $40 scholarship certificate and award goes to Darren Zombro III.
Darren Zombro III.
Okay, our 6th place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $40 scholarship certificate and award goes to Austin Howard.
Austin Howard. 6th place today, officially.
And officially our 5th place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $40 scholarship certificate and award goes to Derek Warfel.
Derek Warfel. 5th place in the handicap.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, ironically, are still available in each division. So the 1 will bowl the 4th seed, and the 2 will bowl the 3 seed. Okay, we'll have the scratch bowlers on the right pair now, and the handicap bowlers on the left pair for our semifinal matches.
All right, so we'll bring in our final 4, the top 4 seeds. Scratch will move to 5 and 6, handicap to 3 and 4. All right, upcoming events on the PJBT. Now, listen up, ladies. Next week is the finals of our PJBT Girls Only series. There has been a slight change in it. Besides the date, it was supposed to be yesterday. It did get moved to next Saturday. It is at East Lincoln Lanes with a 2:30 start time. Now, it was supposed to be an invitational, but it is now open to any girl. The girls that have already bowled events will be bowling for extra prizes. So if you bowled, I believe it's 2 or more events, or if you just bowled 1 event and finished in the top 6, I believe you're bowling for the top amount that you could win. If you bowled 1 event and didn't finish in the top 6, you're kind of bowling for the medium amount you could win. And the rest, bowled 1 event, didn't finish in the top 6, or didn't bowl at all, you are bowling for the lowest amount you can win. When Matt gets back on, we'll have him talk about it a little more. So that is next Saturday at East Lincoln Lanes. The following day, as mentioned a little bit earlier, we are out at Midway Lanes in the Carlisle area for the next adult junior tournament. So if you want to get the discount, sign up by midnight tonight on our website, put down a deposit, and you're in. The following Sunday, we return to East Lincoln for a regular season tournament. Sunday the 16th, start time at 10:30. On the 23rd, we have our first Steve Brown Memorial Tournament. Some added money for that. Steve was a longtime supporter, I mean a long time, since basically day one, supporter of the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. Passed away last year, so now we will be having the Steve Brown Memorial. That is at Paul Myra Bowling Center on February the 23rd. For you adult bowlers, on the 16th, we're having our next installment of the Buddies Pro Shop Tour. That is an over-under 45 at Berks Lanes. Over-under 45 for the Buddies Pro Shop Tour. Sunday, February 16th at a 12 noon start time. You can find information for these events or any event on our PJBT website at pjbtbowlingseries.com. All right, so in this match, it looks like Emma will be giving Aiden 60 pins. And Ayla will be giving Andrew 12 pins. Once again, our message board is live and operational should you wish to chime in. Question of the day, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Pattern number 6, Mr. Bortz. Who's going to win the Super Bowl, and give me a score? All right, looks like we are ready to go.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for our semifinal matches. Round 2, essentially, of the bracket for today's tournament. Okay, on the scratch side, on the right there, we have number 1 seed, Brandon Updike, taking on number 4 seed, Zachary Trimmer. We also have number 2 seed, Dawson Miller, taking on number 3 seed, Trevor Courtney. Okay, winners of those 2 matches will advance to bowl each other for the title. On the handicap side, we have number 1 seed, Andrew Barron, taking on number 4 seed, Ayla Harris. The difference in handicap is 12 pins going to Andrew in that match. And then on the other match, we have the number 2 seed, Aiden Pope, taking on number 3 seed, Emma Fetterman. The difference in handicap is 60 going to Aiden. Okay, bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our semifinal matches.
All right, off we go, ladies and gentlemen, into the semis.
Just grab awards, and then I will join you.
Andrew up first. He, not the start he was looking for. 1, 2, 4, 6, 10. Ayla with a strike. Zachary Trimmer with a strike. Brandon Updike, 10-pin. Trevor Courtney with a strike. Emma Fetterman, 7 count.
Okay, back for the action.
So, if you don't mind, as the bowlers were warming up, I was talking about upcoming events. You want to talk about a little bit about the change that we made for next week's girls only tournament? About
Yes.
it's not just the 24 now.
Correct. For all the women watching out there today and bowling, the invitational event is open to all girls next Saturday. Okay. The way Travis has elected to do it is if you bowl 2 events or more, you can bowl for the full $500 top prize in next Saturday's invitational. If you have not bowled 2 events this year, you can still compete, but basically, based on how many you bowled in the event, determines the maximum top prize that you can get. Okay, so the payout list is really based upon. We're going to pay out $500 for first, as long as it's to a bowler that won bowled in 2 events or more this year. If you have not bowled in any girls' events this year, you can still come out and bowl for a minimum $300 scholarship top prize. So that's how we plan to do it, so that way we can keep it open to all the girls for next Saturday. So please note that it was not on the schedule. We did have it to be determined, and it got switched as far as even date. We're going to be having that event next Saturday, starting at 2:30 at East Lincoln Lanes in York. So just make sure that you mark your calendars, and if you're a female bowler, come on out and join us.
And as of this moment, we will be televising the finals right here on our PJBT channel on YouTube. I will be in attendance.
So that means we will have double dose action next week, as you will be televising Saturday's finals for the girls, and then our Sunday adult junior event at Carlisle Lanes Midway Lanes, I should say, in Carlisle. So.
All right, lots of strikes on the scratch side.
On the handicap side, we're through 2 frames. It looks like Andrew, our tournament leader, started with a 7 count and a strike. His opponent, Ayla Harris, has strike open, so she got a 7 count in frame 3. Her opponent, Andrew, got a 6 count. So we'll see what happens there as he has a split. Brandon leaves a 10-pin on the scratch side.
Looked like he got that ball inside. Didn't have the angle he wanted coming into the pocket. It's back-to-back 10 pins for him.
Andrew Barron gets 3, so he has 35 in the third, 47 with his handicap. And Ayla Harris misses her spare, so she has 37. So she trails by 10 after 3 frames. In the other match, we have Aiden Pope taking on Emma Fetterman. Emma's been bowling great all day today. So she started with spare strike. Aiden has the handicap. Want to point out Aiden is one of those interesting bowlers who, starting this year, went to being right-handed. He was left-handed as of last year, and he did something to his shoulder, some kind of injury to his left side, so that starting this bowling season, he actually switched to his right arm. So very interesting to see a bowler who can actually bowl very well with both arms, but I know he averaged around 190 with his left arm prior to the injury. Now averages about close to 130, just under 130 entering average with his right arm. So his opponent, Ayla, she gets a 6 count. So she'll look to spare up. Emma Fetterman left a 2-8, and she converts it. So that'll keep her going.
Over here on the scratch side, Dawson Miller left a 10 pin. He converts. His opponent, Trevor Courtney, left a pocket 7-10. Brandon Updike spared in the fourth. Zachary Trimmer looking for the front four. That could push his lead out to 32. Came in a little high, a lot high, up to 4-6.
Andrew Barron gets his second strike of the match on lane 4. And his opponent, Ayla Spare. Now Emma Fetterman up, looking for her second strike of the match, and she also gets it.
Dawson struck. Zach just takes the 1. He still leads by 8.
On the handicap side, Aiden Pope comes up light, leaving the 2-4-5. And tournament leader Andrew Barron leaves the 10 pin.
Trevor Courtney with the strike. He trails by 22. Zach Trimmer with a strike. Let's see what Brandon can do. He's clean through 4, 1 strike, 3 spare. Let's see if he can get the 10 pin out. So far, left back-to-back 10 pins on this lead. And he leaves another one.
On the handicap side, we have Andrew Barron, who missed his spare, so he has 63 in the 5th, 75 with his handicap. And his opponent, Ayla Harris, up for her 5th frame. She comes up light, leaving the 5 pin. She kicked out the 4, then kicked out the 2, but the 5 stayed. And we'll see now what Aiden Pope does in frame number 5.
Brandon makes his spare. He's definitely going to be looking to make some type of an adjustment next time he comes over there. His last 2 shots haven't been the greatest on lane 5. His shot in the first was pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like the ball's getting to the pocket, just not driving through. So,
Oh, he went and picked up another ball.
on the handicap side, Aiden Pope got a 6 count in the first shot. And his second shot, he gets 3. So he will post a 74 with his handicap a 134 in the 5th. Meanwhile, Emma Fetterman, looking for a double, can make this match very close. She comes up light, leaving the 2-5. That's been her tough lane. She still hasn't struck on that lane. She'll look to spare.
All right, good ball change there by Brandon. And the other match, Trevor and Dawson both are on doubles. Trimmer trips the 4-pin forward. He extends his lead with that double to 29. Sorry, 19.
Dawson Miller right now in the driver's seat in the other match, as he has now posted 5 out of 6 strikes. On the handicap side, we have Ayla Harris not able to convert her spare, so she has 81 in the 6th.
I haven't seen Dawson bowl for a little while. He's gotten a lot better since the last time I've seen him. He throws a nice ball now.
Andrew Barron not able to convert his spare, so he puts up 71, 83 with his handicap. So right now, the tournament leader, Andrew Barron, has a 2-pin lead through 6 frames. And in the other match, Emma Fetterman steps up. This has been her good lane. She has struck twice on this lane and make it 3. She posts it.
Brandon got the important double.
Ironically, Brandon went light on that shot. Didn't look as good as the other ones, yet it carried better.
Yes.
Sometimes that's what it takes. So, and Aiden Pope gets a strike to match Emma. Again, these are your semifinal matches. The two bowlers who win each individual match will then bowl each other on the opposite pair for the title. Tournament leader Andrew Barron left a 2-8-10. He was able to get 2, so he posts 80 in the 7th, 92 with his handicap. His opponent, Ayla Harris, she goes through the heart. Fortunate to just leave the 6 pin. So she'll look to convert, and conversion would give her the lead of the match.
Dawson Miller with 4 in a row.
He looks really lined up there, Jason.
He definitely does. All right, we're up to the 8th frame. Brandon, 4 pin. Came in a little bit high. He gave that ball definitely more room than he did on lane 5. And it responded off the spot. It's the touch early. Zach could really put the pressure on him with his 4th strike here. Zach playing that inside line, and he trips the 4 pin forward again.
Yeah, second time he did that on that lane. So fortunate to get that through the front part of the lane and get that trip on the 4 pin. Okay, back on the handicap side, we have Aiden Pope not able to convert his spare, so he will post a 102-162 with his handicap. Meanwhile, Emma Fetterman gets her first strike on the right lane and her first double of the match.
That was a big shot there for Emma. She needed that double.
Trevor Courtney with a kind of a break there, tripping out the 4 and the 7. But he's going to need some help.
Ooh. Oh.
Dawson Miller with a messenger 10.
Ooh.
Ayla Harris gets a strike. And her opponent with a messenger at the end. Andrew Barron, a wiggly 10 that the messenger takes out. So both bowlers strike. Keep that match very close.
Foundation frame 9th. Brandon comes in high, leaves a 3-6. So Zach could basically shut the door here. He gave that one room. All right, so Zach Trimmer's got a little bit of area. He will be moving on to the finals.
Okay, on the handicap side, Emma Fetterman leaves the 2-5. And Aiden Pope leaving the 2 pin.
Which he converts. So he is still up by 14. Dawson definitely missed in on that shot. He'll be looking to get 2 here, which he does. So if Trevor were to strike out, Dawson would need 3 pins. So we're going to call it a Zach Trimmer, Dawson Miller final.
Okay, on the handicap side, Andrew Barron did double up, and his opponent, Ayla Harris, leaves the 4-7, so this is going to be an important pickup for her. And Aiden Pope, in the meantime, left a 4 pin. Ayla able to convert her spare, so she can max out at 171. Her opponent can max out at 170 with handicap. It would be 182. Pope misses his spare. So now he can max out with handicap at 220, while Emma Fetterman can strike out for 228. So Emma can essentially strike out and shut the door on that match. And she's able to strike. Good shot there in the 9th. So our handicap matches go to the 10th frame. So it'll be a 255 to 199 win for Zachary Trimmer, advancing him to the finals. Andrew Barron leaves a 7-pin in the 10th frame, while his opponent, Ayla Harris, she leaves the 4-10 split. Trevor Courtney steps up in the 10th frame, and he already knew the result, but left a pocket 7-10. Not what he was looking for, but Dawson Miller will be advancing over Trevor. It'll be 234 for Dawson Miller, and it'll be 193 for Trevor Courtney. So 234 to 234 to 193 is the result in that match. All right, that moves us to the handicap side. So Ayla Harris finishes with 147. And that means 147. Okay, and her opponent, Andrew Barron, shoots 147 scratch. So with his handicap 159, he will advance to the next round.
Pretty big spare here for Emma, which she does not make. So she has 196, so Aiden is now just going to need 7. That may have been Emma's only open in her 2 games. And he gets 7.
Okay, so
Makes a spare.
so far, everything on the handicap side has stayed exactly the way it was
Yes.
that we started the finals, because Emma will finish 3rd, Ayla will finish 4th, and our top 2 seeds will bowl off for the title. So number 1 seed Andrew Barron defeats Ayla Harris 159 to 147, and then Aiden Pope with his handicap just 209 victory over Emma Fetterman 196. Okay. All right, time for some awards.
getting a $75 scholarship certificate and award goes to Trevor Courtney.
Trevor Courtney. 4th place finish. Scratch division.
And our 3rd place finisher in the scratch division getting a $75 scholarship certificate and award goes to Brandon Updike.
Brandon Updike. 3rd place finish in the scratch division.
Officially our 4th place finisher in the handicap division getting a $75 scholarship certificate and award goes to Ayla Harris.
Ayla Harris. 4th place.
And our 3rd place finisher in the handicap division getting a $75 scholarship certificate and award goes to Emma Fetterman.
Emma Fetterman. 3rd place in the handicap division.
Okay, on to our title matches. Scratch division on 3 and 4, handicap division on 5 and 6.
All right, so we move back to where we started. Scratch goes to 3 and 4. Handicap 5 and 6. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am in the process of finalizing some plans with the PJBT EFX representative, Brian Krantz. Brian, if you're listening, how you doing? About getting some PA Fats paraphernalia out there to sell. So in the coming weeks, look for definitely t-shirts. I'm not sure if we'll do hats, but look for an order form coming out with some prices. If you want to order a PA Fats shirt or hat, if you'd be interested in that, let me know. Pop a message in the message board that says, yes, I'd like a PA Fats shirt. They'll be very popular. And while we're speaking of EFX apparel, don't forget you could order your PJBT shirts, pants, anything and everything. Some new designs recently. No, Owen, he's not. Some new designs were put up on the website recently for EFX. If you'd be interested, check them out. And don't forget, when you buy a PJBT shirt, part of the proceeds goes to the PJBT prize fund. And when you're getting your PJBT shirt, you could just ask for the PA-FATS logo to be placed anywhere on the shirt that you would like for free. Yes, you heard it. My logo is free to go on PJBT shirt apparel. All right, looks like we are just about ready to start the finals. Looks like Aiden will be getting 13 pins from Andrew. All right, looks like turning it over to Matt.
Bowling fans, it is time for our title matches for major number 7 of the PJBT season, our Super Bowl Sunday Classic. On the scratch side, we have number 2 seed Dawson Miller taking on number 4 seed Zach Trimmer for the title. Dawson has elected to start the match on lane 3. On the handicap side, we have number 1 seed Andrew Barron taking on number 2 seed Aiden Pope. Andrew has elected to start the match on lane 5, and the difference in handicap is 13 going to Aiden. All right, bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our title matches.
All right, off we go. It looks like both of the higher seeds have chosen to start the match, which means they will be finishing last. Okay, Dawson Miller up lane 3, Andrew Barron up lane 5. Dawson starts us off with 10 back. Andrew comes in a little high, leaves a 6-10. Andrew makes his spare. Zach Trimmer goes 10 back. And last but not least, Aiden Pope. He's crossing over. He leaves the dreaded 1, 3, 6, 8, 10. Tough
5
spare.
count. 5 count. That's a tough one.
Yes. Zach Trimmer with a double.
Perfect, everybody on the scratch side for the title match. Our winner today will take home a $300 scholarship and a glass bowling pin for the major title win. Second place will get a award and a $150 scholarship.
Ooh, Dawson Miller. Solid 9. Had the messenger, spun in front of it.
Pretty good shot. All right, on the handicap side, we had Aiden Pope start with a 5-3, so he's got 8 with his handicap 21. So he'll be up in frame number 2 here. And he gets a 6 count. So he'll look to convert and get his first mark of the match.
Dawson Miller made his 9-pin.
And Aiden gets 3. So 17 in the second, 30 with his handicap for Aiden Pope. Andrew Barron steps right up. And he gets a strike, tripping out the 4-pin.
Another 9-pin for Dawson Miller. This Andrew, he doesn't waste a lot of time, that's for sure.
Nope, he's right up there with a strike.
That's
Andrew from the Freeland area. Looks like he bowls for Hazleton High School. From his shirt. And he wastes no time posting a double.
and Trimmer gets a 10. Trimmer definitely has area out there.
Ooh, good shot there on the handicap side for Aiden Pope. It looked like a good shot. I don't know what missed the 8-pin, but something did. So he'll look to spare it up, get his first mark of the match. Right now, Zachary Trimmer with the momentum in the match, you could say. As he has been able to trip out a 10 while his opponent has left 2 pocket 9s. That one he threw past the break point, no question.
Yes.
And gets a 5-count split. Meanwhile, on the handicap side, Aiden Pope gets his spare, so he does get his first mark of the match. He'll look to get his first strike here.
The 1, the 2, the 4, the 8, and the 10. He gets the 3. So 81 in the 4th. It's a strange number to have in the 4th frame.
Aiden gets his first strike of the match as he crosses over. Solid jersey strike. Jersey. That's a classic now, right?
That is.
I think. All right, now Dawson Miller steps up and strikes. Make sure the 9 gets out that time. 7-pin for Andrew Barron. Pretty good shot. He'll look to convert his spare.
That strike by Dawson moved him to only be down by 2. He could go up by 8 with a strike here in the 5th.
Barron makes the spare. Not comfortably, but he makes the spare. He was a little worried about it looked like. Steps up in the 5th. Ooh, and he crosses over. Crosses over, getting a strike, which will give him the lead in the match.
Dawson does not take the lead in the scratch match. He leaves the 3-6-10. If he picks it up, he will still be trailing by 2.
And Aiden Pope crosses over, gets a strike and a double. So the board shows that he trails by 32, but with a strike, he can narrow that down to 2 pins.
Zach Trimmer up in his 5th frame. That's a much better shot than before. Didn't throw that one through his break point.
pretty good ball there for Aiden Pope. Ball just got to the pocket, just didn't drive all the way through. He leaves the 10 pin, so he'll look to convert the spare.
Trimmer yanked the living cadoodles out of the shot. Caught a break. To go back up by 12.
I think our fans are going to be looking for the dictionary, the meaning of the word, what was it, cadoodle?
Cadoodles.
That sounds like a word that would come out of my dictionary. Pope not able to convert his spare. So 94 in the 6th, 107 with his handicap. We'll see now Andrew Barron steps up. Quality shot, leaving the 9 pin. So he will look to convert. And Dawson Miller able to carry the bucket there around and get a strike. Barron makes his spare, so that gives him a 25-pin lead through 6 frames of the title match. Steps right up in the 7th, wastes no time. Boy, what a great shot. Andrew looking very confident out there, bowling in his first PJBT, I believe, today.
Yes, one of these bowlers, the handicap side, will earn their automatic invite to Championship Sunday.
Good strike there for Dawson Miller. So he puts up a double, try to keep a little bit of pressure on Zach.
Bring Zach's lead down to 2 and extend back out to 12.
Great shot there. Great shot there for Zach. That gives him 3 in a row.
This almost looks like his last game. I believe the last game in the 4th frame, he pulled the shot, left a 4-6, and then had a bunch of strikes again right after it.
On the handicap side, Aiden Pope able to convert his spare. Aiden trails by 35 through 7. So he will need to strike here in the late frames.
Another strike for Trimmer.
Trimmer can max out at a ever popular score of 261.
It's pretty everyday-ish.
And Dawson can strike out at 249. So still got anything can happen in that match. Aiden Pope gets a strike, a much needed one on the handicap side.
Dawson matches him strike for strike.
And another strike for Andrew Barron. So Andrew Barron really showing it off today, as looks like he has a lot of room out there. This next strike could pretty much lock up the match. Gets it inside a target. Leaves the 5-9, so he'll look to convert his spare.
Dawson for 4 in a row. Looked a little inside. 2-pin.
Good spare there for Andrew Barron, who now can max out at 227. His opponent, he cannot be shut out. His opponent can shoot 204 with his handicap 217. So for Aiden Pope to have a chance in this match, he will have to strike out to force his opponent to get a mark in the 10th frame.
Zach Trimmer now up. Sorry, foundation
Nope.
frame 9. And that will be his 2nd jersey of the game, which will pretty much sew it up. He's going to need a couple pins here. He you take it, but you don't really like it.
Hey, some days it's better to be lucky than good.
Yes.
And sometimes with winning, you need some luck and you need some good. Aiden Pope, meanwhile, left a 6-pin, so he'll convert his spare, but now he can only max out at 197. So he looks like sitting on the bench. Andrew Barron will also be our handicap champion. So it looks like major number 7 will go to Zachary Trimmer of Lebanon, PA, and Andrew Barron of Freeland, PA.
Zach actually needed to make the spare, which he did. If he had missed, Dawson could have struck out to tie.
So ironically, the handicap side will end 1 through 6 exactly how they started. They wouldn't have had to bowl. It's just the way it ended.
Could have saved ourselves a lot of time.
But on the handicap side, our number 4 seed, Zach Trimmer, goes all the way and takes home the title. So Dawson Miller finishing out. And your scratch match will end with a 240 to 201 victory. Trimmer over Miller.
Aiden shoots 180 with his handicap. Andrew already at 187.
Ironically, that was the time to have the open, or the split, because Tyler had a great game. I'm sorry, Andrew, rather, had one of his best games of the day. He had a couple 200s during the day. But he bowled really well here in the finals. 215 with 215 to defeat Aiden Pope's 180.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up. We will give out some awards and do some very quick interviews so we can all get home for the big game. Stay tuned for the interviews and our Super Bowl picks. Yes, I'm going to make you give a Super Bowl pick, Matthew.
Oh, boy.
And score.
Oh, boy. Take this a while.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes
Dawson Miller, your runner-up in the scratch division, $150 into his scholarship fund.
Our runner-up finisher in the handicap division, getting a $150 scholarship certificate and award goes to Aiden Pope.
Aiden Pope, $150 into his scholarship fund.
All right, and now it is time to crown our champions in the scratch division. Your winner receiving a $300 scholarship certificate and the first place glass bowling pin for a major title goes to Zachary Trimmer.
Zachary Trimmer, your scratch division champion today, earning the $300 first place scholarship prize.
And our winner in the handicap division, receiving a $300 scholarship certificate and the first place glass bowling pin goes to Andrew Barron.
Andrew Barron. First place handicap, $300.
All right, thank you, bowling fans. We hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl, and don't forget, next weekend we'll have double dose action here on YouTube. Saturday evening we'll have the finals of the Girls Only Invitational Championship, open to all the girls. And then next Sunday, the finals of the Adult Junior at Midway Lanes in Carlisle, Midway Bowl. Okay? So thank you very much for tuning in. Stay with us. We're going to get a picture, and we'll send it back for the final interview.
All right, let me set up the camera. I'll be right back. All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
We are here with our handicap champion, Andrew. Okay, should I call you Red Baron?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Is that your nickname?
Whatever you want to call me.
Well, all right, whatever I want to call you. All right. Congratulations today.
Thank you.
Somebody told me this was your first PJBT tournament. Is that true?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many people win on their first tournament. I did not win on my first PJBT tournament. They didn't have them when I was. Yeah. I could lie and say I won anyway. So, how did you attack this pattern today?
I was just trying to get used to it at practice over on lane 8, and I found my spot, and I just kept on doing the same thing.
Let's see here. I have your card here in front of me. So you average 141. How many years have you been bowling?
About like 3.
3?
4.
Okay. So you only had, out of your 9 games between qualifying and match play, 7 games over average. So that's a good reason why you qualified first. You won your 3 games in match play, I believe. Yes. To get you qualified second at plus 155. Won your 3 games to get you up to 358. You had a nice, impressive 254 game in match play. That helps. So what was your ball of choice today?
The phase 3.
Phase 3. And you bowl out of where?
St. Michael's and Hazel and Bowl Arena.
Bowl Arena. See you, Dawson. So you're in high school?
Yes.
What grade?
9.
9th. So you bowl for the Hazleton bowling team?
Yes.
Yeah? Cool. Usually have a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
You usually make it to regionals every year. Who's your coach?
Jamie.
Okay. Ah, Jamie. That's nice. That's nice. Who is your personal coach that's helping you with your bowling?
TJ
TJ. Well, we all know TJ. So you that's where you buy all your equipment too?
Yes.
All right. Free plug there, TJ. I'll be looking for something for that. Anybody you would like to thank?
I would like to thank my dad and my coach, Jamie, and TJ.
All right. And now you are automatically invited to our season-ending tournament down at Limerick at the beginning of June, where you could walk away with some even more scholarship money. That's a fun weekend. What was it like bowling on the gold pins? Any different?
A little bit. The pins felt a little like less weighted.
Actually, they're more. They're a couple ounces heavier. Makes it a little bit harder to carry, but you didn't see that. You could probably set a record for speed bowling. When you want to go, you get up there and go. That's for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the first place prize. We'll let him get back up to the Hazleton area before the game starts. He's got about an hour and 40 minutes to get there. Taking home the first place prize, Andrew Barron. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll have Zach Trimmer come in. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Trying to remember how many victories is this for you total now between
This is the
scratch
first
and
one.
handicap? I was going to say I don't remember sitting here with you before.
Nope. First one.
Well, I've been watching you bowl for a few years now. You've gotten a little bit better,
A little bit.
just a little bit. So how did you attack PJBT pattern number 6 today?
I was trying to play most of the middle lane,
Yes, you were.
and towards the end of the match play, I was playing left of the dots, and I sort of got scared of my reaction, and I sort of got saved of everyone else's scores.
Yeah, you certainly bowled good in qualifying. 248, 209, 232, 269, 213, 213. And you went 237, 187, 192. You know, it seemed like everybody struggled in game 9, except for Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon
He
had
was the
a
only one
high
that
game.
really he was the only one that really had a good look.
Okay. So take me through your 3 games. We had a wild card win.
Well, first one, I threw it a little good. The carry was on my side again. And the second round, I shouldn't have won that, to be honest. That was a complete mess. And this one was a little better. I wouldn't say it was much better, but I guess the gold pins carry a little bit better than the white ones.
Yeah, and usually they don't.
Yeah,
I guess for you they did. Well, you know, you caught a couple breaks
I got a lot
that
of
game.
breaks.
After the 4th frame, you basically, looked like you threw that ball about 812 miles an hour down the
Yeah.
lane. You threw the ball right through your break point.
Mhm.
But then after that, you actually crossed over in the 5th and you struck, and you
Yes.
crossed over either in the 8th or the 9th. I think it
the ninth.
was the 9th, yeah, because it
Yes.
was, yes.
Yes.
So, well, if you're going to win a tournament, you want a good one.
Yeah.
Majors always nice.
Yeah.
So, Dad going to take you out to dinner wherever you want, or is it right home to watch the Super Bowl?
Probably right home to watch the Super Bowl.
Who you got tonight?
The Chiefs.
Chiefs. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What equipment were you throwing today?
The GB3 black and blue and the GB3 pearl. That's all I threw today.
Is it?
Yep.
Nice.
Only 2 balls.
Are you still in high school or are you in
Yes.
college now? High school.
I'm in high school. I'm a senior.
At where?
Lebanon High School.
Lebanon.
Yep.
Did they have a bowling team?
Yes.
Yes. How are they looking this year?
They're looking not so up to par.
Okay. But thankfully, there's singles when it comes
Yes.
to the state of Pennsylvania. So
Yes.
I'm sure we will be seeing you at regionals.
Yes.
I mean, I may not be seeing you myself, but we'll see if I get down there that day. All right. Who would you like to thank besides me?
I would like to thank my dad for helping me the whole day, giving me the ball recommendations and stuff. I like to thank Eric Montgomery and Dean Lux at Montgomery Pro Shop for drilling all the stuff. They make me look good. And
Okay.
I like to thank everyone out there watching, supporting me. And
There was a lot of people out there today.
there was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
4.
That's good.
No. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the first place prize in the scratch division. And now he gets the automatic invite to championship weekend
Yep.
as well, Mr. Zach Trimmer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, here comes Matt to help wrap it up with me very quickly.
All right.
All right. So, I'm going to put you on the spot first.
Okay, go for it.
Watch your. Let's fix
Oh,
your wires here.
before
take that
Whoa,
off.
whoa,
there
whoa,
you
whoa.
go. So yes, I know you got to
think
go
this
down
was
and
my
get pins
first go
first.
around?
Yes.
Okay.
So who do you got tonight?
I don't know. I think Kansas City's gonna win. I think it's one of those games where Andy Reid has produced so many good coaches that have coached under him over the years. He wasn't able to get it done with the Eagles. I think he gets it done tonight.
Okay.
There's no analysis other than that.
You want to pick
Other
a
than
score?
I don't know. I'm just going to go with, I think it's going to be a little higher scoring. I know last year's New England winning was a low-scoring game. I think
Yes.
when you have Mahomes and Garoppolo, I mean, I know the 49ers can play defense, but I think this is going to be more of a higher-scoring game. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe like 28-24, something
right.
like that. For me, I'm hoping the numbers end in 5. The pool I'm in, the numbers got to end in 5. So, I'm rooting for a safety. So,
or a bunch of field goal. Yeah, somewhere around there.
field goals and safeties.
Yes.
I guess.
All right. Well,
But-
for me, the key is can the Kansas City defense stop San Francisco's run? That's going to be the key. San Francisco likes ball control, and they like to run the ball. I don't think San Francisco's defense is as good as everybody thinks. That's all I keep hearing. Now, granted, they had a lot of injuries, which they got some guys back that really didn't impress me too much in their first 2 games of the playoffs. So I'm going to say 31-27 Kansas City.
So we got 2 people on Kansas City.
Yes.
Boy, the Niners fans are happy
Yes,
right now.
yes, they
That's
are.
usually how it
yes,
works.
they are. All right, wrap us
So,
up.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and we will see everybody next weekend. Don't forget, girls, come on out next Saturday for East Lincoln Lanes in York for the Open Invitational for all the girls. And then next Sunday, our adult junior finals from Carlisle at Midway Bowl. So we'll have we'll have action Saturday night and Sunday afternoon for you. So make sure you tune in and join us.
All right, for all of us here at the PJBT, I will see you guys next Saturday from East Lincoln. See
All
you,
right, we'll
everybody.
see ya.